Welcome back to the New Mechanic. My name's Randy, and that's my E46. Today we're going to work on the lower control arms and the front struts. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is remove the sway bar end link. There's like a bracket that's actually on the strut itself. We're going to undo that bolt and pop it right out. After that, at the bottom where the strut meets the wheel hub assembly of some sort, I'm not even sure what it's called, we're going to undo a bolt there, pry it open just a little bit, and it should move. Then we'll go up underneath the hood and actually unbolt it from there, and we should be able to slide everything right out. I'm also going to go ahead and jack up the hub assembly just a little bit to take some weight off of all those bolts, and hopefully that helps a little bit. So let's go get started. Alright, so we got it loose. I think what we got to do is now go up under the hood and remove all the bolts on the top. I think there's 3 of them. And then in theory, this should come out pretty easily, so let's find out. So right there are the 3 bolts that we need to go ahead and get out, right there, there, and there. And then let's see what happens after that. Got it! We finally got it. So this is what we got out. And now we have to go ahead and replace all the parts that are on here, put them on the new one, because we're missing obviously the spring and this thing up here. It has a little bit of rock in it, but honestly I think it'll be fine. The hard part was getting this to slide up and out of the wheel hub assembly. So I think the problem is that there are these 2 little tabs right here. And I think they were just catching just a little bit. So we finally got it out. Let's go ahead and try to get this stuff back onto the new one. There is a bolt right underneath here. I believe it's a 21 or 22 millimeter. That one's gonna be difficult. So hopefully the impact gun that I have will just take it right off, but we'll see. So wish me luck. So if you can't tell, it's really hot. It's probably 80 to 90, it might be 92. Not really sure. But unfortunately I have the wrong socket. I needed a 22 millimeter. I got a deep impact and I'm wondering if it's too thick because it won't go inside the little hole where the bolt is. So I'm gonna run to the parts store, but I'm actually gonna do the other side first, get everything out, and then we can hopefully do it all at the same time and put the new ones in. So bear with me. How my luck goes. Unfortunately, I just broke the adapter that goes from 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch. that connects to the 17 millimeter that I have. So I'm gonna have to run to the parts store and get that. But I guess I'll see you tomorrow because I'm gonna not finish it today. I'll see you then. That's hysterical. All right, so I just broke the adapter that goes to the 17 millimeter socket. So I had to run back to the parts store and get another one. I broke it twice now, so that's upsetting. But this time I went back, I also got an impact one, an impact adapter. So hopefully it doesn't actually break this time, but I guess we'll see. Broke the impact one too. Yippee! Ugh. Alright, so this is take 4. Alright, so I went out and got a 17 millimeter deep impact socket that does take that 1/2 inch. Then I have my breaker bar, also 1/2 inch, so I think we can get it this time. I'm also gonna lower the car so that the tire's touching the ground so it doesn't move at all. I'm not gonna mess with the jack. Before I was doing that just so the wheel wouldn't spin. I don't know if that contributed to the things breaking or not, but we're gonna go ahead and lower the car just a little bit, or just to get the tire on the ground so it doesn't spin, and try to break them free, and hopefully we don't break anything. So let's go check it out. Hey-o. Alright, so we finally got this back together. The nut in there, it's fully screwed on, but it's not the whole way down. So we're actually gonna go ahead and reinstall all this. And then I have a tool coming that should hopefully be here today that should help me hold the rod and then actually be able to screw on the nut. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get this strut back in. Right now this hub assembly is being held by the brake line. I'm not too worried about it, only because we're going to be replacing them. Obviously, if you're going to be doing this, don't do that. But let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get to the lower control arms, and then we'll do the brake lines after that. So, wish me luck. Alright, so the strut is finally in and finally done. Not fully done, technically we still have to torque that top nut in place, but I'm waiting for a tool to come in. It's a socket that has like a hole in it that lets me put an Allen wrench in there, and then I can hold the rod in place while I torque the nut to spec. So once that comes in, I'll have this fully finished, and I'll also do the other side. But again, thank you so much for watching, really do appreciate it. Next video, I promise I'll get to the lower control arms. This has just been a long, crazy episode because going to the parts store was just so annoying. But such is life. So thanks again for watching, really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.